Oh my. Here. Mm. Well, g'day, it's Ros Boundy Psychic Medium here. I've been playing with buttons again, but it is nice to see you. I am here. And what I noticed when I did the event on the mytimetv.live, it was saying going live at 2100. I know I had done it on the event as 2030. I know that, so I don't know what happened with that. It's just what it is, isn't it? So it was a big G'day, Marie. Good evening, Marie. G'day, Kim. Good evening, Kim. Oh, goodness, it has been a good day, though. Hi, Julie. It's wonderful to see you here, too. And Kim, yes, it was a big sigh because I've been pressing the buttons and trying to set up the cameras and everything because I was fiddling. And then I noticed the time and I thought, I'm meant to be on at 8:30. And I wasn't quite, was I? Well, I sort of was. No, I wasn't. And then I saw the event on my time said it was 2100, which is 9 p.m. And I thought, nah, it's not what I said it as. Facebook bugs, I think. I don't know. So, hi, Caitlin. Oh, surprise. Hair looks like, oh, yeah. Some of you may not have noticed I've had a haircut. I had it done Wednesday through the day. So those who watch Thursdays and Fridays this mornings would have seen my haircut. And I just went to brush it because I didn't wash it this morning. I washed it yesterday morning. Brushing it really does make it go frizzy-ish, sort of, without the nice curls. But anyway, it's all right. And Sammy, how are you? Wonderful to see you here too. And Linda, how are you? Lovely to see. Oh, I like that little photo. You've got a camping set up there. Not quite the thing in this weather because it's freezing outside. I think here it's around about 6 degrees and it says, that feels like 1. No, it's horrendous. Now, I do have news. I'm on the wrong thingy. I just realised I had the other circle up there and something else not working right. Well, it is all working right. I'm just pressing buttons that I normally have a Visa one going up there. So I will put them back and I'm going to get that one down a little bit in size because we don't quite need it that big. I was doing other stuff, so I'm still fiddling. I was doing other stuff this morning. Hi, Terry. How are you? Lovely to see your beautiful face. It is good to see you. Yeah, thank you. It has been a while, every so often. Naracoorte, yeah, I bet it's cold. I bet it is freezing there. Wonderful space and place to be. Well, I mean, anywhere that we are is a wonderful space and place to be for most of us, isn't it? So long as you're keeping warm and cozy. Now, just a little bit of news. Leanne won't be able to be here tonight. So, I'll get to some of that guidance stuff a bit later. Leanne's not going to be able to be here tonight. So, she's not feeling 100%. So, passing nice, healing, loving energy on to Leanne. I've only got the one dog here at the moment. Even then, she still decides to bark. Oh, better just let her in. Hang on a sec. Worst thing to do, otherwise she might end up barking more. What are you doing? No, she went past. She went past. One of the worst things to do when you're doing a live stream is to leave your chair. But she's my puppy. Importance, isn't it? Now, I was going to, for those who would like to pop on screen, if you'd like to, there is a guest link that I can actually. No, something just went weird there. I want to copy that one. It says create a new link. Don't know why. I'm going to put it in here for those who are able to. Have you got some headsets ready? I just realised I haven't got mine on. Headset. So if there's someone that comes in, I need to put my AirPods. If you've got some AirPods, that type of thing, or your mobile phone, it's only a matter of, there's a little app, I do believe, that you need to download that's called B.live, and you can be in here as a guest and you share a reading, really. So here we've got, oh, thanks for that. Yeah, hello, puppy. She's lovely, isn't she? Healing vibes to Leanne. So it'd be lovely to have her feeling a lot better than she is at the moment. And g'day, Sarah. Hello, how are you? Can you hear the chimes tinkle out there? I can. And I think, did I put yours up, Kim? Hello, puppy. Yes, I did. And Caitlin, you're saying it reminds you of JC. Yeah, they're gorgeous, the dogs, our little fur babies. And sometimes it would be so lovely if they lived as long as we do, but then we wouldn't get the opportunity to experience even more of their little lives of the different dogs that we can have, isn't it? And hi, Diane. Lovely to see you here. And Nat, lovely to have you here too. Now, I have got this going out to the 4 destinations. I decided to do it that way tonight. So it's going to my profile. It's going to my Ros Boundy Psychic Medium page. It's going to my YouTube channel, and it's going to mytimetv.live here in Facebook as well. So you agree, Caitlin? Yes, because I know you've had more than one too. I've had quite a few dogs over time. Now, what I want to do is, because I haven't really thought of anything to chat about tonight. Weird, isn't it? So I thought what I might do is just go through showing you the labyrinth through time. I've just got to go over to my eCam and flip that to this screen here. You can see the little circular one there, that. So if I go that way, I'm hoping the light is okay enough. It may not be. And I've also got, for this angle, let me see if I can press a button that adds that one. And we'll take that one out. So that should then, is that actually inclined? Oh, it's not. I've got to go all the way over here to get a camera. The camera on this one is there. I'm actually trying it out using my mobile phone as a camera, and it's not quite working, is it? I don't think I can tip it up that way, because am I upside down? Oh, I'm sideways. Hey, this is fun. You know me, and I like playing with buttons. Hang on. I hope I'm not making it too sick there. Where am I sitting on that one? It's still not that flash, is it? Bugger. Now, if I go that way and I sit that way. No, if I go that way and I sit that way. See, it's balancing on a stand that I've got there. You can see more of my hair. Look, it doesn't matter, does it? I'm going to go back to this one because I'm looking, over there. I think sometimes I have more fun than you guys. And I can't remember where I got to as far. There it is, Louisa. Hello, how are you? Good to see you here too. And you like my hair too? Thank you. It's a little different. That feels weird looking down there at a look at my screen here too, don't I? Nah, I think I'm going to go back the other way. Let's do another switch. Let's do another switch. I'll go to that one and go to that one. And then it's that one. I can see you up there. This one's not going to work for me. It's just a wee bit too odd. I'll still leave it there just in case. No, I can't. Oh, now I've got things tangled up. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. No, let me just pull the plug on that. Just taking it out. See the camera? Now I don't know which way is the phone sit. That's the phone. No. Oh. I am so pleased that you people are very understanding of me and the way I like trying things out. So let's get rid of it's so nice to have Louise's comment there for so long, isn't it? We've got someone on my time saying hi, and I'm not sure who that one is. That's a bit weird. Someone who's actually commenting as my time. That's all right. Can't find it. Diane, I thought I'd actually say, oh yeah, hello Ros, you are there. And we've got Rashina here. Hi Rashina. And Sammy again and Caitlin. You're doing whoa, whoops. Something slipped then. You're doing so well, Ros. Always do a wonderful job. Well, I do try. Rashina Leanne isn't here tonight. She's not well. So I mentioned that right at the start. So as Caitlin has mentioned here, yes, already said that she's not well. Perfect for where I had it. Yeah, it just wasn't doing anything for me looking sideways, was it? Now, I love you. Always make me smile with the same sense of humour. And doesn't it look funny having that little tin sitting there, me up here in the corner. Oh, hang on, they're in the corner here. Hello. Oh, and Marie always keep me entertained. Well, I just have fun. I'm so happy that you are entertained by that. So that's fine. It's good. Emily Ann, lovely to see you here too. Now, chimes sound beautiful. So you do hear them? Good. Sarah, now oh, hang on. Beautiful. Let me put that up again. Chimes sound beautiful. How do we join? Now, what I have done here is posted the link further up. It is the one on any of your pages. It won't be on my profile page. It doesn't show that on my profile page. Probably because that's a privacy issue. It's private, like as in it's on the Ros Boundy page and the My Time TV page and the YouTube, where it's got app.bilive.tv/82/guest. That is the link that you need to actually click on so that you can pop into the B.live studio that I'm using so you can be part of the broadcast. And all you need is your camera via your mobile device, or if you're on a desktop, you can hop in that link using a webcam, sorry. I'll put my AirPods in because that's what I've got, but you would need to use a headset, either the little earbuds or your AirPods or full-on ear muffy type ones, because they work just as well too. Okay, so that's actually how you do join in. I'm just going to put that cord over there. I don't need that. So I'm just trying, how can I put that in here? Hang on. I don't want to put it on the public video because it's not going to be there all the time, so that for people replaying, it's not valid. It's only there for while we're live. Okay. So fun is the best thing. Well, it is. And lovely. Yep, that's it. Well, it is. It's lovely doing this type of thing because, what else are you going to do on a Friday evening? Watch TV. I've just sort of watched, my favourite program is NCIS, but I've seen them all now. So it gets a bit boring watching the same ones over and 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 over, isn't it? So, right. Oh my God, I think your half Virgo's coming out by making sure it's correctly placed so much. Yeah, of course. It's geometric, isn't it? I am a bit that way, not OCD. I don't have it that bad. Hi, Liz. Lovely to see you. Now, we're going to get onwards towards now this, which is the Labyrinth Through Time. I'm not sure if I've shown it to very many of you. I had a practice run. I had a practice run with Sharon Bremner this morning, or well, lunchtime. So what it is, instead of showing a plain thing, what you get in the tin, it is a kit. And it's a divination tool. So you're actually reading these as with that in mind, but it's more, I like to look at them as just general guidance for self. So that if you're asking a T, and these are T with Karen with an I, they are trademarked. So she's the one who's created this. In the jar, screw top, you just saw me take that off. So in the jar, we have a cloth that is round, and I'm going to have to face away. I can't, unless I can do the camera over there a little bit, which I might try it sitting on the microphone. That'll be interesting. You know, I like the buttons and pressing things. I'm doing tryouts. Sorry if it's making you feel a bit seasick because I'm moving things around. What's that like? So here, oh God, here we've got a cloth. There it is. It's sitting there on the table now. So this is the round cloth that is for the Labyrinth Through Time. I'm just going to move that a little bit more. So it's, yeah, yes, thanks, Caitlin. You pointed out my Virgo and OCD thing. Here is one side that actually has what almost looks like, well, it's not a Ouija board. It's just using the symbols and the card, like the icons and the times there, like it's a clock. That's to help with the type of thing that is to gauge timelines, and more of the icons or card pictures and letters. So it's pretty basic. You can see what it is. It's a circle with pictures, numbers, and letters on. All right. Here we have, as another part of the kit, is a bag of little cards. And here are those, just like this. So these are the extra help cards there. I'm just going to put them there. You can see them because I did sort of practice with this earlier today. And these are the cards, as you can see, probably if I can pick them quick enough. There we've got the 13 card. It matches that one. So that's actually the tower or castle. Here we've got an anchor card, which goes, that would match that card there. See the anchor? So we've got cherries there. We've got the angel wings there. We've got the sun somewhere. That's somewhere up there. All right, so it sort of matches. Each of these cards actually does match one of the pictures. But this system isn't about the cards. This one is more about, there's a time gauge, so you can actually get more detailed timings with that 12-sided dice, and a pendulum as part of it as well. There, oh, hang on, up the other way because I like to have my pendulums down. There's the pendulum, a beautiful amethyst. And here's the guts of it. Here is what is the main part of doing these readings. It's by charms, by casting the charms. So it is a bit echoey. I haven't got a cloth in the bottom of this pot yet because I know I'm going to need to. So the idea with this is to ask your questions. You're going to ask your questions, and these will be spread out in fashion like that, just casting the little charms all over and reading them that way. I'm not sure in this light how well they're going to show up. I think I might end up having to go back to the Curiosity T cards because I can see even for myself that it's going to be a little bit difficult to have this show up properly. I just thought I might bring it more to the centre. It's a bit shaded too. I have tried to put an extra light up, but I don't know that that's worked. Yeah. So that's where that's at with these. Sammy, yeah. I'm a Virgo. Yes. I'm a twin too. So I'm hoping that my twin she's actually got more of the Virgo than I have. But yes. You like the kit? I love it. And trying to get into doing that. Yeah, here I have. Funny you should say, Kim. I should almost cut it out now. What I bought from, what the heck are these? They're actually a foam sheet. Hang on. If I do it that way, you can see it better that way, can't you? Adhesive back foam sheets. I just happen to have them, but I just haven't done it yet. I haven't cut out the form to, anyway. I'll do that another time, probably tomorrow, to actually put in there. So thank you for that suggestion. I had already thought of it. So that looks okay. Yeah, good. Love it. Yeah, they are lovely. Now, I was just going to try and go back to who was the first one with the question that was there. Sorry. Let me see. Who was first in? Linda, you were. Right, so what you're actually wanting to know, you'd love any guidance, thank you. Would you like to actually, no one's actually come in as a guest yet. That's okay. Would you like to actually put down a little more specific a question? I can do it on a general, but this is the other side that would probably be more appropriate for tonight, to be a little bit more specific for a general reading. So what I can probably just do is put a little scatter like that. And what we've got is a few. We've got the tent there that's almost, now what I'm going to do, here we go. It's more or less that we start with, I like to do things from 12 o'clock and clockwise, purely because that's one of those types of old habits from many years ago of what we do, telling the time. One of those things we were first taught when at school, basically. I can remember that. Being at school. So from doing this from the clockwise type, that was here on the teacup, so on the leisure and social life. And we do usually associate social life and that with happy times, having a cuppa, getting together with friends. So what we've got here is the cane. The cane is about getting help and advice and assistance. And what do we do when we're actually with our friends? We do sort of interact and chatter quite well as, to I wouldn't say it's just gossip. It is getting help and assistance from our friends, isn't it? So that's what I'm sensing into that one for you, being that cane is there. Sometimes it's associated with an older man probably popping into that energy as far as getting that wiser, more fundamental type of wisdom, guidance, help like that. But who do you go out and catch up with when you're having a cuppa most of the time? I think that's probably indicating it's more than likely time to get together with your friends and have that bit of a chin wag that's more of the helpful kind rather than just the gossiping kind. So then we can move around to what's the next influence is this cross. It's just a gorgeous little gold cross that's actually, it was more in this health and well-being than on the border. So I'm going to put it there in that health and well-being one. Because I'm not quite so familiar with all of these little charms, I am going to have a quick look at what some of them are as I go. So it is, it's sort of indicating the fact that it's on that home base of the health and well-being section, that it's destiny, fated, religious beliefs, sacred ceremonies, cultural beliefs, or pain, suffering, burdens, heartaches, illness. I'm feeling that it probably is, meaning there could be something that you're needing to look at as far as your health goes, and taking that time to, as well as what advice that might be available with your friends, having that cuppa that you've got a bit of concern about your health. So I'd suggest that you do step into that self-discovery of what your body is telling you, and also of, trusting and having faith. Whether you do enjoy saying prayers to put that faith into action, and the self, because you've got extra up there info coming, that we'll move around to as far as the spirituality goes, is what I'm trying to say, because that's where the faith and spirituality, they do connect and interconnect. So to move into that, and we're moving into that with some joy, because what you've got there in the spirituality section is the dancer. You've got a ballet dancer there. Well, I'm assuming it looks like a ballet dancer. So it is actually having the celebrations, happiness, joy, because dancing is movement. It is having that, and a lot of the time you dance with others, not as a solo, by yourself type of thing. So it's having the fun. It's actually connecting in with your spirituality to have fun with it, and others within that as well. So if you feel that need, that you can step into your faith belief, if it is through your church, to get together with them and have that celebration of what is going to come about by, from this one, with the tent. The tent itself is about those short, and I'm going to show you the tent. And the tent in this instance with the charms is about that short term, and it's, having a bit of a break, having a holiday with that adventure, and going off to have that rest, and camping, even if that's what you like to do. It is school holidays, isn't it now? So maybe it is that you're in the middle of school, you're going on, or having grandchildren or whatever. I didn't look to see how you've got camping there. Fortuitous that you've got the tent coming up and an adventure. You like going camping. So have that wonderful celebration with your family, friends, and those that you're with. But certainly do still at least keep an eye on what your health is doing at the same time, and rest the body. So that's what that's actually telling me in that really quick little reading, okay? So if you've got anything else specific you want to put there as feedback, I just had to feel that was empty. So let's go back to this. And that was for you there. Now I'm just going to go and find where the next one is, because I do get into the habit of, that was for Linda, wasn't it? So I do get into the habit of losing my place. That's where I really miss having Leanne here, because I lose my place and I don't know where I'm up to. So we're down there. Who else was actually asking a question, wanting to have a little bit of guidance there? Oh, the chimes have stopped too. I just noticed that saying there again, that you were saying that, Sarah. Let's have a look. Looks interesting. Nat, there. Cool. So you're wanting guidance around your business. So when will things pick up financially? Okay. I think for this one, what we might do is flip this one and do one of these, and then I'll go back to the set that I'm actually more used to, which is the cards. I mean, this is just more a little bit of a practice run. I'm trying to get it so that I can actually, give nice smooth readings as a reading. It's fun though. It is fun. So how is your business going? When will they pick up financially? So let's just do a couple of little ones. Right. So we've got the scales between there. Right. I'll start from where I can see them from the start here. So this was between the sun and the I need to put them on a little bit of a board, don't I? That is the pram that was on the sun. So that is a bit of a new journey, new pathway coming up. And it's moving forward. Being on the sun energy, it's certainly a positive because sun is that sunshiny aspect. And I have no idea. This is where I really do need to get more proficient at this, because these cards these symbols are numbered in the book. They're not alphabetical. So it's not as easy to actually find where they are. Let me just have a look, see if there's a page in here that summarises them. And it probably does. I just haven't found it. No. Haven't found it yet. Haven't found it yet. Haven't found it yet. Let's have a look. No, can't seem to find that. Where is it? I'm pretty sure I saw a summary page. Would that be at the back? Let's have a look. There it is. There is one at the back. There, just there. So the sun is about life, energy, and vibrance. So going from that, the life, energy, and vibrance of what you'd have with that pram is going to be on a new journey, new pathway. It's going to actually pick up, is what I'm feeling, as if it is a new journey for you. And I am just trying to find where the child's pram is. And of course, it's not under P for pram. That'd be right. That'd be right. But at least the cherries are something that I can look up next. So it is that. It's going to bring forward something that's going to be really quite, probably even just something new that you're going to be offering as part of what your business is, because that it is new pathways. What we've got here on the cherries is the dragon. All right, can you see the dragon? So as a charm, and that's sitting on the cherries. So the energy of the cherries is about opportunities. So again, that to me sounds like it's a very positive direction for your business to be going. So dragon itself sitting on that opportunity is, don't worry about anything. It's actually irrational fears, so that you are going to be able to keep moving through it. Dragons are definitely one of those very strong creatures. Even if they seem to be in mythology, they're still the strength, the being able to move through any type of a challenge. And the fact that it's on that opportunity, so it's going to actually be not too long, as in it's suggesting that it's quick, because dragons are very quick moving, flexible, and resilient, powerful, that type of thing. Also protective. So it's just, it feels positive at this point in time. Now, where's the next charm? Here's another one there's an R that is actually an influence as part of this too. You've got I'm trying to see, what the heck is that? Was upside down. So you've actually got the bird sitting on an R. So the R is significant. So whether being a bird, is there someone of influence around you that's got a name like Robin or something like that? Could be what that's suggesting. And certainly as far as a bird, of the nature of having good communication skills and that type of thing. So that it probably does suggest to me that there's going to be someone that you're needing to talk to that starts with an R, that's their name, or a subject along that line. Whether that's, you'll know that when it comes up anyway. Scales, what I'm feeling with that is probably around about the 7 weeks to 7 months. A 7 is the actual number that you're going to come up with as far as a timeline goes for when things will start to pick up. So work on it for being that 7 weeks, 7 months, you'll be out of it, that type of thing. The scales are going to bring that balance of energy of what is going to move from, what is the mediocre into what it feels like it was. And here we've got, just trying to see what the heck that is. Now, with the charms, the hole up the top is where so that would be the right way up, wouldn't it? So that looks like a bat then. So you've got the bat that was sitting there. Now, it wasn't really between anything. So in this instance, that's not something that you actually read. So that one would go back in there. So there is a very short reading because I only had the 4 charms that landed on anything. So hopefully that's giving you a bit of a taste of what this type of labyrinth through time can mean. Now you're actually asking, did answer as far as the when will things pick up? So it definitely was around that 7 weeks to 7 months timeline. Okay, so hopefully that's going to mean something to you, Natalie, or Nat. I can't assume that your full name's Natalie, can I? So we've got Nakia. You're saying hello. Hi, how are you? And Caitlin, these emoticons were from when you said hope. Oh, you're not getting seasick from where you're moving the camera. Okay, I just got it. Yeah, sometimes it's the delay of when your comments come through to when I read it and all that sort of stuff. So sometimes it seems like it's a bit out of context. Hey, adds to some of the fun, doesn't it? Sammy, yes, you can ask a question. So I'll find it when I get to it, won't I? Thanks, Linda. Thank you for that. Well, they are inspiring. I find them quite accurate. When I get a bit more smoother at doing the readings using charms, I'm sure that they'll be dead accurate. So, Caitlin, you were next going from this. So, general and life, present and future, whenever I'm ready. Let's see what I can do with this one again, and I'll try not to look at the guidebook. And I can tell I'm definitely going to have to get the that foamy stuff stuck on the bottom of the tin, aren't I? I'll do that as soon as I finish, I think. So here we go. I'm just going to go and another couple. Let's see where they land. Okay, we've got a bit of timing now. You just wanted a general life, present and future. Now, that one there, it was caught under that ring. It was touching the ring. That's fine. This one is there. This, I'm not going to read that one because it was really as a nowhere. So I'll pick that one up. And that was the same as this one. So I'm going to pick the tree up as well. So what we're starting with here really is, and you do tend to start from the center and work out. I was doing the outside first before. Hey, that's all right. I've watched a few of Karen's videos. So here we go with the ring. I mean, there it is. It's just a ring, a nice little circle, a ring on a ring. So that really is about commitment and being in that space and energy of dedication. And I'm just looking up the charm meaning as well because she does have extras in here. It could be marriage. It's the commitment, continuity. There's not a start and finish, as you'd notice with any ring. So it could be a cycle that might be turning up to repeat itself as well. It can be a valuable ring as well, long-term contract binding and a completion. So it just depends on how you're feeling too, whether it feels like the merry-go-round because there is no beginning and no end and that type of thing, and whether you feel like the commitment actually is a binding rather than something that's, starting to feel more like a burden than something by choice and happiness. Now, I will always tend toward the positive in readings purely because why would you want to focus on a negative? Why would you want to give that the energy and put out to the universe, put out the energy of positivity? We are what our thoughts are, so why not think them the positive right from the start, even including readings as well, to a degree. I mean, sometimes there are those moments where you really need to be seeing, listening, hearing, all of those senses of what is a definite warning as well. I'm feeling there is the positiveness of a commitment here and being able to continue onward with what your hopes and dreams are, as far as, is it that you're wanting to have a commitment or an engagement? I don't feel that right now. I think it's more just being able to get past what have been difficult times to actually feeling a sense of happiness and completion within yourself. That's what I'm sensing with this. Here we've got the lion, if you can see that clearly, or is it a goat? No, this one is the lion. I will become familiar with these eventually, because I am finding them quite fun to do as a reading, isn't it? So that one, oh, where was that again? That was somewhere around there, wasn't it? No, where was it? I've got to remember where they came from when I pick them up to show you, don't I? Can someone help out there? Oopsie. Caitlin, where was it? Well, presuming it was somewhere there around the timeline. So wherever it was, that's about the timeline you're going to be looking toward, between the 8 and the 10.5. So whether that's going to be August to mid-October, when there's going to be, and here we've got something in the mirror, a monkey. So we've got a monkey in a mirror. I have no idea what either of these means in this reading, so I'm actually going to be looking it up again. So we've got the mirror is reflection and what needs looking at, but the monkey, I feel, is more playful. So I think it's probably indicating it's fun, playful, intelligent, strategic, and fun-loving. So I'm feeling that there is that needing to look in the mirror and actually see that fun-loving side of you, that being able to let go, let yourself be free in that playfulness, so that you can really acknowledge for yourself that you can have fun, that life isn't all about remembering what's been hard times, but putting forward and out there that, wow, like, and actually living that fun, having that playfulness, being able to, and you certainly are intelligent, being able to actually put it forward and move things along in that playful nature, and without nicking things. What came to mind was just, how sometimes when you see some of those tourism movie type shows, where they're doing the holiday type shows and the rest in Vietnam and wherever, and there's lots of monkeys hanging around and they nick things out of people's bags and the rest. It's not that type of playfulness. Why that came to my vision. But you see the people having fun, the monkeys having fun, and it's just a whole interaction of enjoyment and almost going on an adventure, having that adventure with self is what I'm feeling with the mirror. Look into that mirror and see you as that. Okay. This here, as far as the tent goes, the previous reading, remember, was a little bit of time out for TLC as well. And that's probably coming in with what that mirror is, self-reflection and seeing that beauty, that fun side of what the possibilities are, what you're going to be able to experience coming up. Okay. You just need to decide that that's what's going to happen. Now, so thanks for asking for the reading there. And Sammy, you were next. If possible, if the new man who's walked into my life is going to be permanent. Right, now let me clear this one. What I want to do now, I would actually like to do the other set for you. But what I'm going to do, there is another cloth that I've got of Karen's, and we'll just have a quick look at that one, because it's slightly different and I can use the charms. I'm pretty sure I can use the charms. That's out of this bag. I'm not sure how big this is. It's probably too big. It is a different set of charms. Can you see that? No, it is too big for this, the way I've got this set up. It is too big. Sammy, what I'm going to do for you is the Curiosity tea bags for this one. So I'm just going to put them to the side for the moment. This one I'm a little bit more familiar with. So we'll just get that out and I'll just do this. These can actually be done with some charms of their own as well. And I have a lot of fun with these. I like this set. So, whoops, I'll just get that. And it doesn't take long. This is a fun set too. So can you see, is that lined up where I've got the camera? Can we see all of it? I've probably just got to shift it again just a little bit. And I'll shrink myself. Whoa, that was a bit too far, wasn't it? And I'll just shrink myself down on this so that you can see me only a little bit. And I'll go move that up that way. That's a bit easier, isn't it? Okay. Now, Sammy, new man in your life. Let's have a look, see. Is he going to be permanent? Right. I'm starting on that card. It's not where we might end up. And this is the Curiosity Tea cards. Karen does have quite a few different sets of this style of reading on her Etsy store. So here we go. And I'm going to just throw the dice as the starting one for this. So here's the 3 dice like that. So it's 2, 1, and 2. So that's 5. Card 5 is this one. So we're going to start there. And what we've got is the camel as the base card. So for you there with that one, Sammy, what we've got is a cane. Sorry, it just seems a bit funny. The camel, and I'll just drop your comment there, Sammy, because it's just in the way. The camel as the base card with the canes is, the cane is more about an older man type. So is your partner, the new man, sorry, is the new man who's walked into your life, is he older than you? And it's suggesting there that potentially someone that can be of help, or does he actually walk with a cane? But I think it's more indicating that he's an older man, and what he's, we're moving down to here now, and what he's doing, what influence he may be for you is as a Tower of Strength. This is the Tower card. The Tower is firm foundation, and I wouldn't say putting down roots, but you can see here, I can't see it that far away. Unfortunately, the lighting's not too good at night with these cards, but there you can see that there is that depth of the foundations, and how that when it's transplanted elsewhere, when it's planted elsewhere, will give a good firm base. So potentially it's looking like this new man could be a permanent possibility. Now with this, with the pram, it's indicating that there is that new pathway, new journey, new experience, as if in that first, like baby steps, like a baby. So you're saying new, so certainly this is confirming that, because a baby is new, isn't it? And so your blossoming relationship possibilities with this man is certainly along that new pathway, and being able to be quite flexible at the moment in how you're learning about each other. So we're moving down to this card that is the sword. The sword is about using your intelligence, and certainly with how you're using your words and communicating, that you are to the point that there isn't going to be any of the BS potentially, that it's going to be good communication factors. It's like that two-edged sword. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes bad. But in that starting a new relationship, you've got that ability to be able to at least use that interaction as, sussing out. And do you really want that to be permanent yet? Okay. So how new is it? We're going to the next one, the 4, which is there. And it's creating that feeling of security around your home base. And certainly that does indicate to me that there's the possibility that there's going to be at least some cohabiting, creating that home together. How permanent that is, we're on that's a green as well. So we're moving across to the next card. That is back to the camel, right, where we started at that card 5 up here. So it is that steadfastness, it's the endurance, it is long term. So that to me is indicating permanent might be too strong a word, but certainly some longevity and some ability to say, yeah, and that, whoops, this was your question again, just pop it up again. New man that's walked into your life is going to be permanent for a time. So is that to the end of your lives together? Who knows? So that's where that one is. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful for you. I'm just going to pick up the cards again of this one and shuffle and do the next question. So what we've got here is next is Rashina. Can you have a read about your marriage? Your partner's very distant. What's next? Let's see if we can find out what might be next. Did you want the labyrinth or did you want the curiosity cards, Rashina? I'll put that there and you can actually answer. And thank you, Sammy. That's lovely. Thank you. So it has helped. Great. I'll just say some hellos and put some more comments up while you answer that one, Rashina, which set you'd like. Because Kim's saying, love the tea cards. I love them too. I do. I like all ways of reading. I'm finding it just such an adventure. And Sammy is saying he's an old soul. So that's really great. And, whoa, whoops. Health prospects going forward. Let's have a look. So Rashina, are you still there? Sometimes that might be. Whoops. And Caitlin has put some feedback. Thank you for that. Thank you so very much. You had a few tears and nodded your head a lot. Very well said. All makes sense for sure. Thank you for your comments and feedback. Thank you. Now, where the heck did I get up to? I'll just do Rashina's as what I already have here. So it's as I'm laying them down because it's a... Did I shuffle them? I did. But look, it doesn't really matter if they're shuffled fully like you would a deck normally because I put them down at random anyway and they'll still come up with whatever is meant to be the reading. Okay. So there we go. I'm not going to be too Virgo-y, OCD, etc. about how straight they are. And I'm going to just throw the dice again. So here's yours, Rashina. It's 5, 4, and 5. So that's 14. And so that's 12, 13, 14. We start here. So you're on the stars and there's celebration. So the star is about almost that wishing upon a star. You have the focus. Our eyes do go to, and I'll drop your comment there for now because it's hiding that. There's the card for the celebrations and the star, obviously. So the energy is around what your dreams are, what you're dreaming of, and you're going to be able to celebrate what your actual goal is. When we look at the stars at night, when we have a clear night, we notice the twinkle of the brightest star. Or do you? Is that really the one that you want, or is your mind distracted by all the other twinklings at times? That's where, bring it down to that one. If your focus is to have a good marriage, then bring that forward as what your dreams are and celebrate together at how you can continue that journey together as a good, solid marriage. So move it forward with that as your emphasis. If he's very distant at the moment, have a discussion about what might be the issue. What is the problem? If you're seeing a problem, he may not see a problem at all. So we're going to go up to the 5. Go across to the 5 blue, which is here. And what we've got here is like a new pathway. It is the pram. It is moving forward in a new light, in a new perspective. So take that perspective and bring that to light. Have that shining light of the star glow on that pathway, almost like the Star of Bethlehem in the Christmas story. Follow the path that is that dream. And if it does mean you need to be having a discussion with your husband, put yourself to that task that you can actually talk with him about what is the possibility next. We move to 2 green, and here we've got a communication card. It's getting those words out and to the point. And here we've even got another glowing tip that's almost like a star. So have that focus. Don't get too distracted away from what that focus is going to be for you as you're moving into that discussion with your husband. And here we have the spider and her web, and it is about weaving that magic. If it means that you're needing to be actually rebuilding what seems to be something that's collapsed, remember a spider, I think they actually, their web is deconstructed every night and they remake it in the morning. So you look at the freshness of every day, being able to weave what magic you want in your day and bringing that forward as the intention of, and set your intention as to what your web, what you want in that beautiful design, what you want to attract, because that's what a spider's web does. It attracts its prey. Not that your husband's your prey, but it's just you wanting the intention to have a good marriage. Set that intention and pattern it in the way that you want it to move forward. So here we're going to move with a great deal of it's going to be interesting because it will take a little bit of time. A sailing ship is not a fast mover. It can take some time, and it can be dependent on what the winds are blowing at the time as well, what direction they are, the strength, etc. So trust in what your movement is in planning for something that might even be, a little holiday, so that you can actually spend some quality time together and having some fun, enjoying your time together, because it's a longer term type of a trip away when you're traveling via a ship. That's the parable of it, or I can't remember, the word for it. So certainly it does indicate to me that it probably is a good thing to actually plan a bit of a trip or an adventure away together, so that you're actually spending some quality time, spending some time together, that's going to be focused on just the two of you. And here we've got the scales that are indicating that balance. Find that balance that is for the two of you going to actually suit what you're wanting to move forward with into your future together, to continue forward. So here we're going to 6 green. There it is. Certainly some abundance coming forward for you in that quality of where you want your relationship to be. It's not just about money. It's an abundance of those the love together, even though it's not it's not the heart. This card, it's abundance. So feel together what your abundance is, and that if it's money that's the core of, once you discuss having that there with the swords, having the discussion with your husband, is he worried about money or something like that? Not, have the talk together, and it's going to be there. You'll have that confirmation that as far as your financials go, look, there's not a worry. Sort it out so that you know that the balance of how you're managing that level of abundance is going to be fine. It's actually going to move you into being able to, what are you going to unlock? Is it new doors? Is it a new home? Is it something that you're moving into? Opening another door that, it's another step into another room or a realm or, pathway, another opportunity. We've got the key there. It could also mean, some of what is your finances might be set aside and locked away in a safe or something like that as well, since it's sitting on that money card, on the abundance card. So that what you're going to do is being able to set aside, ready for that future together as well. 4 blue is back to here. It's certainly some good luck coming your way. So step into that energy and trust that in that abundance and being able to have that reserve, that you've got good luck coming your way to continue building what you have together. So I'm not feeling any separation at all. I'm feeling there is still that togetherness, moving into what is trusting and having faith that how your marriage is moving forward is worthy, is something to celebrate, because you had the celebration card right at that start of this particular reading. So trust that. And you're moving it to a longer, into that avenue of love that is not the superficial, but the depth. But I'm feeling it certainly does need to be that you're coming back to that discussion, being able to actually talk about things, talk through things. There might be even someone else that you might like to ask some advice of. This is a card with the cane that is the older gentleman, and the love of the older gentleman, being able to ask the advice. And that really comes down to communication again. And so here we are down at this card where you can take things, and it might just mean that you're needing to take things one step at a time. Making sure there's security there with the way that the ladder is placed. It is safety. It is security. It is, that's a safe ladder. You don't need to be jumping into things so quickly that you're unstable. It really is progressing one step at a time from that loving relationship into that loving relationship even further. 3 blues, this one. And trusting the instincts as you're moving forward, because this is the bat. As you can see, it's a bit dark, but a bat has that beautiful sonar energy, the instinct of knowing when to move, where to move, and all of that as they're flying. So a very highly intelligent being. I think really husband and you can work it out with that level of intelligence that's going to continue it, moving it forward into a very safe, the security and that loving, that it is that loving connection. Follow the pathway of love. And here we are back at our star and the dreams. It is that needing to set the intention that you're wanting to have your dream come true. What is your dream in your marriage? But to have that longevity, the love, the security. And certainly it's showing that in this very long reading. So trust what is within you. And also it needs to have that level of communication that you're sharing that with your husband as well. Okay. Now we're up to Kim's, and I need to reshuffle these. That was a long one because it only had 2 cards not revealed in that one. So that's the difference with this style of reading. It can be 2 cards. It can be the whole 18. It can be the whole 18. I had to work out how many I've got here. So, Kim, you're thinking of selling mum's house and your unit and moving in together closer to your work and son. Will this happen and when? Let's see. So it's home and selling it. Okay, let's have a look. I'll do this from there. Start there. I presume that you wanted the curiosity ones, wasn't it? I think I saw that further down, didn't I? Did I? Somewhere. Oh, wasn't you? Or did I? Oh, this is where I so like having Leanne keep me on track, eh? And that sounded a bit rough, didn't it? Well, I'm doing it here now using this one. So there we go. I'll keep onwards. I'll do the curiosity ones. And here they are right now. Now, because of the timeline and how the response with the actual Comments takes time. I'll be using the dice for all of these. So 3, 2, and 5. So that's 10. That's this one. And we're starting with the sword as the basis of your reading, Kim. I think what that's showing, and I'll just go there, hide that down. Hopefully I remember that's yours that I'm up to. So what we've got on that sword with the bit of communication that one is, we've got the bat on that. So we know that the bat uses sonar. So I think it's certainly an area that you have had a lot of discussion about, which you've already said that you've been thinking on selling your mum's house and your unit to combine it together and join in with your son, closer to your work and your son, not join it. I'm assuming you're wanting to have you and your mum move together just so you can be closer to your work and your son. Okay, so we're going to move up here and see where that's going to take us. It is going to be a longer term. I'm feeling it certainly is a packing up for a long-term something. So is it a holiday or is it a move after you've sold a house? So let's go to the 3 here. There's the ship. And it's certainly moving the foundations. I'm sensing, because of the type of question you asked, that this is your tower, your castle, which could be your home. It could be that being moved. You can see that that's almost like it's been pulled up and it's going to be transplanted somewhere. So that's what is your tower and your castle going to be. It will shift, I'm feeling. And we're back to our 4 green where we started. So that is a very short reading. So from that, the point of communication, and you've been thinking about it, I think it's worthy of taking that discussion, you know, having what your thoughts and feelings are around it, taking that to combine, and certainly, you know, from what is just the one house to creating it like a tower or a castle that you are combining, you're selling up and you're going to be shifting it to where you're needing to be, which is what you're wanting to do, is closer to your work and your son. So from that, I would say, yes, that is what's going to happen. When will it happen? Let's use the dice from this and suggest that these numbers might be weeks or months, or a derivative of whatever is that number 7. So it could be 7 weeks. You might have plans in place ready to move it forward to sell both, to then look for somewhere to move that's closer to your work and your son. Could be 7, could be July. Well, this month you're even thinking of it, obviously, because you're asking the question. So it could be 7 months by the time it all rolls out and completes to a moving house to the new location. So that's how I would interpret that. So, okay, Kim. Now, Natalie said, thank you, love the reading. It's Natalie, yes. It is Natalie. Thank you for that, Natalie. I do like that. And Louisa, may I have a general reading, Ros, and thank you. Now, I'm not sure if you had any preference for which one, which style. I'm probably not going to get through all of these. I'll have to cut off at some point because we need sleep too, don't we? Here we go. I'll just pick these up. I'm going to do the rest of them via this, maybe, or do you want to have the charms? Not sure which way you'd like that one. Do you know, with this one, I might just change it over to the charms. It's what I was wanting to practice tonight. So I will. I'm going to do that. I'll decide to change it all over to the charms and see how quickly it is to just move from one choice to another. And here I have this mat again. General reading. Here we go, Louisa. All right, the charms, because then I can see all of them and I don't have to worry about that other thing. So, just a general reading. Let's go. Here we've got some that land. Oh, there's quite a few there on the love relationship. You've got quite a few on the love relationship. I'm just going to read them as my intuition will suggest and not look up the meanings at all with this one. That's on the border. Right, let's start from here. What we've got is the home and family for you, Louisa, being that first one, because it's where I will start. The home and family with the chair on it. So I think it's time to just sit in that space that really is where you feel most at home. If it is in your home, that's even better because it's in that home and family area of your life. So set that chair on. Can you see these clearly enough? No, you can't really. I need something. Hang on, let me see. Probably it's time I open this, and we'll ooh, my shoulder's starting to hurt for some reason. I'll just see if this will work, because I'm going to open this a bit later anyway. And I don't really want to get all of them out. Let's just choose a pink one. Oops. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Oh, these things have got sticky backs. Foam sheets. Oh, it does say adhesive back. There you go. I'm going to have some fun with them later, aren't I? I'm not sure why I picked those. So that's better than my hand, isn't it? So we've got the chair. This cute little chair is sitting there on the home and family. I'm going to use this pointer. So there with the chair in the home and family slot, we've actually got time to rest. So certainly spend some time in your home space so that you're actually nurturing you and having that enjoyment in that space, your space, what you really enjoy. Here we've got the key, we've got the teapot, and we've got the cherries. And this was actually in the love and abundant love and relationships. So it is spending a bit more time with those friends in the circle of friends that you really enjoy time with. I can't remember where they were. It doesn't matter. They're all in that love and relationship slot. So it's just unlocking further depth is what I'm feeling around, that's close to your heart, the people who are more important to you that you really enjoy spending time with. And I think that's part of what is the home and family showing up again as far as the love and relationships, that you're going to be able to spend that, have those wonderful cups of tea, talk about and interact with the things that really are meaningful. You never know what type of, now with a key, is it unlocking some of those secrets that you didn't know and finding out new things about each other and having that wonderful time of surprise. Because there certainly is, for me, the cherries would mean that there is that level of abundance. Now, because that's something that I haven't come across very often myself, as far as even it's not part of the card systems that I've used. It is something new. So cherries are about luck and love, and it's in the love and relationships and abundance. So there could even be new romance happening at some point, whether that's you yourself or whether it's someone close to you. It could be someone close to you and you're just celebrating and having a good time nattering over that cuppa about new relationships that are with others as well. It could be their relationship that you're just having a wonderful time in talking about. So it's certainly there as the possibility. So it could be, and the key, of course, is that pleasant surprise. Sometimes when we open the door and we get surprised as we're going in, surprise party type stuff. So really enjoy that time with those that you do find are important in your life too. So we've got we've got the pram. So that's on the border between the health and well-being and the money matters. So I'm feeling that here is the dragon. Oh, that doesn't want to focus this time, does it? Frustrating. Anyway, the dragon is don't be fearful of. So as far as what the new part that is the pram, it's new energies around, and I'm feeling it is not. It's not so much the health and well-being, though money itself and worrying about things can affect your health and well-being. So I'm feeling it's more moving that healthy outlook on life into what is your sense of money and its worth, and how you use that as a resource, as a tool. Because the dragon to me is actually indicating more, look, there's no need to worry. There's worries about something that's not there as such, because a dragon being the fictional mythical being and creature, that it really is saying there's not anything to worry about. Okay. So, and that will help create that ease of stress, if that's what may have been giving you a few, missed heartbeats, so to speak, that type of thing, as far as stress does affect our health and well-being. So once stop worrying about that type of thing, the health will sort itself out. It won't be an issue. Okay. And then here we've got in the spirituality, it is the house and the mushroom. So it's the home and the mushroom. I'm feeling the mushroom is a bit like hiding under the bush. Don't hide your bushel. No, there's a saying. I can't remember it now. No, I can't remember it. But I'm feeling with this that there's things that mushrooms grow in the dark. So what I'm feeling around that is pretty much they're a gorgeous food to eat and things like that. But it's bring that's from the dark into the light, and that connection of what is your spirituality, your beliefs, bring it out into the open. And I'm feeling more that the home in this instance, as the charm, is about the hospitality link, feeling welcome in those, and it does feel like feeling welcome in those arms of an angel, in that connection of what is your own spirituality. It's really, it does feel like it's bringing that shining light on it. Have the light show up what is a beautiful connection that you've got with your guidance, your spiritual connection, pretty much. So hopefully that's helpful. I am going to look up what the mushroom actually means in the little guidebook. I said I wouldn't. I'd do it all intuitively. Here's my own self-doubt coming into it. Growth, resilience, cleansing. And it's the negative of keeping things hidden. They can become toxic and mold away and stuff like that. So what I'm feeling, it needs to be brought out in the light and shine that connection. Your spirituality. Give it to spirit to really shine its light on it. And it'll be absolutely wonderful, won't it? So that's what yours is there, Louisa, from just those few charms. And Mega. Sorry if I'm butchering names. I don't intend to. I'm just going to, before I actually do yours, I'll put those charms back in there at the moment. And what I'm wanting to do here, because it is starting to get a bit late, I'll just go through some of these messages, because some of you might have already dropped off and stopped watching because it does take a bit of time, doesn't it? Oh, sorry, Louisa, where is it? I've got to hide that. No, Mega, we're up to that. What I'm going to do now is I'll just place a one charm somewhere. Yours has landed on the spirituality. I'm just going to have to do it this way so that I can fit a few more in. Hope you don't mind it being this way. Here we've got the scale, and that landed on the spirituality. So here we are. It's about finding the balance of I'm feeling that there's some sense of still not trusting self in you're asking the question about your job. I'm feeling that there's some sense of not trusting yourself in what your skill level is, that you standing in your own, being able to stand up for yourself in your job. So Are you actually after a new job, or you're just asking about what one you're in at the moment? I've, to me, it's almost a sense of trusting. I'm just trying to think. You haven't got a job yet, have you? So you're actually looking for one. I'm feeling that you need to trust in your skill set when you actually get to that point of the job application and job interview level, that sit there when it gets to that interview stage, to put yourself out confidently. You have got that ability, the skill set for those jobs that you are applying for and giving it a go. Certainly do it with confidence, and you'll end up getting the type of job, the one that you want. And step into it with confidence, full confidence there, Mega, sorry. Um, and Judith, how fortunate you just landed here. That must have been a while ago. I'm seeing it as 9:18 and it's now nearly 10 o'clock. I am taking a bit of time. This is just like the camel plodding along. Yes, it was there. Oh, this is one of those delayed. Yeah, I have no idea what I was talking about at that point in time. Oh, yeah, around there. Yeah, it was one of those placements that I had as I was doing Caitlin's reading. So Jay, if you're here still, hope I'm well. I'm well, yes. So may I have a message from a past loved one? So what I'm actually going to do is just the one and the past loved one. You bring that thought to mind of the past loved one who you are wanting the message from. And what I'm going to do is just place the charms on this without, in a minute. I'll place it without even looking. I'll bounce it in the center, one charm, bounce it and see where it goes. So what we've got is a gown, a dress, and this is the message from the loved one who you would like to have received it from. So you know who it is. It's a beautiful gown that landed on the love and relationships. Okay? So because this is a charm that I haven't seen before either, I am going to look it up as to what the dress or the gown means. And it doesn't come up as a dress, so I'm not sure what it is. Dancer? Is it a gown? FG? Nope. Well, I'm going to be doing that one off the top. To me, it's a message. I feel that someone really treasured your beauty, and there was a particular instant, there was a particular time where you really had dressed up. Was it for your wedding day? Was it a past loved one, as in a husband? I don't even know whether you're a male or female. Go and buy your photo. I don't like looking for, I mean, yes, I do see sometimes a clue is helpful, and we don't have much. I really feel that what I'm getting for you is from that loved one that that there's you yourself have a self-doubt and an underappreciation at how beautiful you are, and that there seems to me to be some passing on of how beautiful you are. And it really is something that you know instead of trying to find your own critical aspects, to actually just say thank you is what I'm feeling, and that they really did appreciate you and what you offered to them in that relationship as far as that loving connection. And I don't know that it felt to me like it almost feels like it's from, like a grandfather type. Is it husband? I don't know. It feels like an older man that's passing this on to you, and the appreciation of what you contributed to that relationship in creating who you are as a beautiful person. And that, it wasn't so much the clothes and the things that were on the outside, it was what was from the inside but also that you really could dance. I'm seeing a dancing figure here and that beautiful movement of how you move through your life and still moving through your life, but how they appreciated that and the connection that was that relationship that you had with them. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you there, Jay. And Dani, could I have a reading for love? I'm going to just place one deliberately on that. I'm just grabbing it. And here we go. And it's the scales. There we've got the scales for you that is to do with the love. I'm feeling with that one that as far as love goes, there needs to be a give and take and a balance in any relationship. And once you actually find that, there'll be that wonderful attraction of even more, to actually, because there is the desire to actually keep and maintain that type of balance because it's something to be enjoyed. I'm seeing it almost like as well sometimes, you know how you have the seesaw. This isn't a seesaw, it really is the scales of balance. But I'm sometimes feeling like at the moment it feels like it's the seesaw and it's from one extreme to another. So I think probably to have that balance and equilibrium of your own love of self, attract love to you, maintain a loving relationship in the way that you desire. So as far as have a reading for love, the love starts at you, and you maintain, and you're getting it to being that balance to be able to have that attraction for others who, and especially if there's someone that you find you wanting to attract as that meaningful partner, that's where you yourself need to gauge what that balance is for what's going to be meaningful, well, for both of you, because it is a partnership, isn't it, when you're in loving relationship. So hopefully that's helpful for you. It's about the balance. Okay. And Keza, how are you? Are you still here? I'm looking down here and I think, here's the feedback from Louise. Oh, thank you. Very helpful, and been feeling a bit mushroomy in the dark with your spiritual side. Oh, this has given me a bit more direction. I do feel, thank you for that feedback. And I do feel that some of this really does hit home as being, it might not seem on the surface to be exact, but it is. You know what I mean? So, you do know what I mean. Right, so that was Keza I was getting to there. And love the tea cards. Kim was saying that. Look, I'll just keep working through until I know I've had enough as well too. So we are continuing with just the one charm for each reading because of time. But it's certainly been, I'm having fun with it. Keza, here we've got one, and I'll just bounce it in the center. I don't know which one it is. Let me see. What is it? Feels thick. Have we had this one before? It's a camel on the leisure and social life. Oh, goodness. I think it is the camel. Let me see if I can get it to focus without my hand. There we go. There's the little camel. It is the camel. And that was there on the social life. It had bounced over here. We'll put it back where it was. Okay. Yeah. I'm actually going to make myself a little bit bigger in this one because I can. It just seems a bit hard to see me in the corner. So small. So small. Camel. It is about the perseverance. I'm feeling a word pedantic. Is your social life actually feeling like it's a bit pedantic at the moment? So I think, look, if things really are a struggle, just keep going with it and keep making the best that you can of those moments that seem a bit heavy and like you're plodding through them when you're out socializing, when you're catching up with friends and the rest. I think sometimes it can become a little bit of the ho-hum because it's sometimes same people regularly and becomes a bit like that ho-hum, but bring into that perspective that, changing sceneries, whether you change up where you actually meet, where you go to coffees, change it round, that type of thing. and bring a little bit more zest of places that you're going, as far as having your social events and catching up with others. It is a beautiful teacup. Make it like a high tea instead of just the usual. Just change it up a little bit, so that even in that what feels like it can be a bit of that desert that you're walking through at times. There is what's that thing? The oasis in the middle of the desert. Create that oasis that really brings that shining light to those little events that really bring joy into when you are actually meeting up with your friends. So that's the message I'm getting from the camel on on the teacup this time. So hopefully that's helpful. It's not always going to be the ho-hum and humdrum of what is, friendship circle. It's being able to have a chat with them, change it up, do something a little different. Okay. So, and I hope I haven't hurt anybody's feelings. So, Nolene, I don't think I've done one for you yet, have I? No, I don't think so. So here we've got just a charm for Nolene. Here's a little mini reading. There's that. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I already know that this is going to be a bit of a in some respects, but you probably already know that in itself is a tornado, and it was on the border between spirituality and home and family life. So I'm feeling that there's probably a bit of a swirling around in your life at the moment where things do feel like it's the storm. Whether it's the storm in the teacup or not, it doesn't matter, because it's legit to be able to feel what you want to feel in any situation, but it's certainly, what are you going to do with it? Are you just reacting, or are you actually going to put some perspective on it for yourself to be acting on it instead of reacting? So shelter yourself from that is that stormy stuff, and tap into what is your spiritual guidance, the way that you can do that, so that it can inform you in how you need to be actually acting with those who are home and family, so that those relationships that are very close to home and with family members, that it's not going to continue to create that swirl of a storm, that it's actually going to become that bringing the calm to life and shifting it in that way, so that you're actually acting on it rather than reacting. So that's what I'm getting for you there, Nolene. So, and we've got Jen, who's said, happy Friday follies to me. Can I tell her if she'll be successful with the job she applied for? This is where I'm actually going to go for the pendulum. Let's throw one charm. Which one would you say? Career and business. I'm just going to actually place that on there. So what's that? Mountain, going to be a little difficult. Let's just have a look, see what the pendulum says. So I'm just holding my hand there very steadily. You can tell that's pretty steady. So show me a no is the forward and backward, like up and down there, like that, north-south. Show me a yes. And then what we've got is the clockwise circle for a yes. And a maybe is the horizontal. So, and that's doing that there. So your question, Jen, is will you be successful with the job that you applied for? Maybe. I think there's still some factor of the consideration. I think they're considering it from the look of it. There is looking like there's just a few little humps and lumps about that one that you applied for. I am sensing that it probably will come down to being a successful application. Is it the one you really want, is what I'm getting with that. I mean, it still does feel like a yes. Will you be given an opportunity to say no if you really decide you don't want to, is the other side of that one I'm feeling. So Kim's saying she loves the tea card, so that's lovely. And D, you've asked for a curiosity reading. Since I've put them away, I'm going to say at the moment, sorry, D, but I'm just going to not have time for that one right now. But I'll certainly just get you a charm and bounce it. So it's that one. Oh, the 10. So what you've got in home and family, what I'm getting from that one is pretty much you need to actually still give yourself some tender loving care, nurture yourself like you would wrap yourself around with, something that's very comforting. Because I do know part of what your story is, I'm feeling, look, it's not going to be much more time where things are going to be as temporary as they feel at the moment in the way that your living arrangements are. I think that it is, it's certainly going to be a short time now, really, because time does go fast. So it won't be long, and the permanent living arrangements with the family together again, as in you and your husband, will be coming. Trust. It's on its way where you will be together as you need to be. Okay, so just trust that energy. It's coming. Okay, thanks, Dee. And Kezzy is saying about my job, will it go a long way? Will I be there for a long time? Thanks. I think I did pull one for you just a moment ago, didn't I? So if you'd like to just shift that reading, what I explained as far as, and I can't remember what even the charm was. Sorry. Put it in the context of your job. If you're wanting it to be there for a long time, put it in that context of how that charm showed up, okay? Or I can just add one. Let's see. Career and business. The scales. It'll balance. It was the scales. So there you go. And Sammy, you're saying that thanks, it helped you so much. Now, Judith, I don't think I've done one for you yet, have I? So let's pull a charm for you. I definitely am going to need to put the foam in the bottom of this. What's yours? Just love a reading. Let's bounce it. What is it? Oh, it's the mountains again. On your relationship, love and relationships, there's going to be a few little ups and downs. Right, there it is, the mountain. So there's going to be a few little ups and downs, nothing that's insurmountable. If you look at the mountains, yes, they don't move pretty much, except I did see a video just before going live. It was on how Mother Earth can be quite an angry lady. It was showing the landslides and the earthquakes and the lava flows and the floods and the tsunamis and all those disasters. And I'm thinking, really, actually, we don't have any guarantees, even when we feel that there's something as solid and permanent as the mountains that are there. They're not. So feel into what is a way to move around some of those things that seem insurmountable, so that whatever challenge that you might think is there, you can get around it. You can actually work through it. You can actually climb it. And when you think of some of those views that we get from mountains, isn't it worth it? Okay, so that's what I'm going to say for yours there, Judith. So, and hi to Sai. Oh, a YouTuber. So lovely to see you here. Thank you. And that was at 9:30 and it's now 10:15. You may not be here still. Who knows? And Judith, you were asking about your health prospects going forward. So that didn't work out in that respect of what the reading was in the health. I would have chosen the health one. But even with the mountain, if it had fallen in the health one, it still would have been those hills and valleys. Any of what you've got as challenges with your health even is going to be quite, you'll get to the top of that and think, wow, you'll defeat you'll defeat any challenges, and that'll be fine. Okay, now Nolene, you've just asked here, can I have a reading regarding my husband, please? Now, did I answer one for you? I did, and I'm not sure what that was, so you might need to go back. Well, you probably were watching and I wasn't noticing that you'd already put one about a bit of, a detail. So, Sai, why my life is not moving forward? When will I be able to control things with my words? Let's just see what is there for you with that. And this is communication, isn't it? There's not really anything here about communication, but let's see where it bounces for you. And that is monkey on the sun. Okay, there's monkey. And we're on the sun. Being the center of it, it certainly is a big concern for you, as in it didn't bounce too far away from what is that central point of what you're feeling in your life. So I'm thinking, as far as how a monkey is playful, how they do like sometimes that little bit of trickery, but it's all in fun, how they just enjoy life, really. They are go-getters. So what I'm seeing for this is allow that playfulness to shine through for you. Don't, it's not about having an overly concerning aspect for all the details in life. Have some fun in it. So that's what I'm sensing for you in this landing on the sun. It really is the sunshine of your life, needs to be your fun side. Okay, so it will move forward once you start following your sunshine, that fun side. So it's what I'm feeling. Okay. Hi, dear. Can you see my message? I think I did answer one for you. Did I, Janet? Janet. I'm just going to go back and have a quickie look because I can't see it. So if you had a message there, I can't see it even way back to the start of what is the start of the readings. Wow, that's interesting. Did you type one up? Anyway, let me go back down to the end of the list again. I've just got to go through a few again. I can't see a written message, so let me just pull one out for you. And we'll bounce it. I can tell already that's the scales. I don't like that. I don't feel that one's for you. So let's see. What you've got is the key across your spirituality and your home and family. What I'm feeling with that is, and I'm feeling it is actually the spirit family as far as the spirituality. Oh, I should show you the key. There it is. So you've got the key. It's lying that way across both. So I'm feeling it is that connection of what your spirituality is, unlocking your spirituality, your own skills in being able to connect to your spirit guides and those who are helping you, wanting to help you connect with family that have passed. That's what I'm feeling. There's a level of skill. You have an ability to tap into your mediumship side of you, and I'm feeling you really do need to unlock that to actually, if you don't know how, to be guided by your inner sense of, that gut feeling, your intuition. Tap into that and get spirit to guide you to someone who is going to be able to help you grow and move into your own mediumship abilities, because I'm feeling that connection with those who have passed with you, who are trying to get through. Okay. And you need to be the one unlocking that. Okay. So that's for you, Janet. And Cindy, you'd like anything for you, so we'll try the same technique. And just grabbing one. Whoops. Oh, we've got the monkey on the spirituality. So it's funny how there seems to be some of these charms just tend to want to really jump out and be chosen all the time. So there we've got the monkey on the spirituality. It's up near the angel wings. So I think have some fun with what your connection is with your spiritual side and allow the angels to bring joy. It feels to me like it's that playfulness. It is that, monkeys learn very quickly too. They pick up very easily new lessons, new things to do that they can learn by. And then they even further it by playing with it and all that. So I feel there's some practice that you can be doing as well along a similar line to the previous reading, really. But this one, it is that playfulness specifically with spirit and having fun with it. It's not something to be frightened of. It's being able to play, be able to have some joy with it, bringing that into your life, okay? And, oh, good. It's nice that whichever one it was that we picked was the right one, wasn't it? Okay. And yes, it is coming up to bedtime. And I'm going to take the cue from Caitlin, who at 10 to 10, she's off to bed. Have a great night and a sleep. So nighty night. Thank you for everything, and we'll talk soon. And it really is great that we've got this technology that we're using, that we can go for whatever length of time this is, and it is a long one. I've just noticed, oh, did we have a break in time there? I've got 5 minutes and 24 seconds showing on my clock. Did I freeze? This is something, let me see. Oh, okay, I'm not sure there. We are near the end of what I'm coming to here anyway, so I'll just go through the last comments quickly. So, excellent. Thank you, Ros. All the 7 ideas are great. Thank you so much. Exciting times ahead. You were one of the lucky ones with a bigger reading. Isn't it good with the technology, how we can actually spend this time together as well, and in such simple ways, share readings. And you've never seen this set, Leanne, so you'd like to know what it says for me. I will throw one more for you. So, Leanne, here is the first one. And that is, oh, here we've got the camel got chosen again. So it's perseverance and tapping in and connecting with what is your spiritual side. There's the camel. I had it backwards. So there it is for you, Leanne, and not very clearly. But it is. It's your journey with your spiritual connections. Even though it might feel like a desert at some times, there is that oasis in the middle. It is having the resources. You've got, you know how camels store the water in their humps or whatever. You've got the resources. Just tap into them and trust. You'll get there, because that's what a camel's about. You'll get there. And Keza, you were there. You are here. And what's this circle of life called? This one, because you came in later too, didn't you? Now, for those who haven't seen the start, this kit is the Labyrinth Through Time, and it's a kit that's been created by Karen, Tea with Karen with an I. Her name is Karen Dalton Smith. She has an Etsy store, but you look up Tea with Karen, Karin. So I think some of the items that she has are absolutely superb. I was attracted to watching one of her YouTube videos on tea leaf reading, and that's how I discovered all of these other things. And it's wonderful. This is her latest offering. Oh, I've already brought that one up, haven't I? Yep. I don't know what Keza, you've said a lot of things there. Thank you was the best. So that was about the reading, so that's fine. And Nolene, thank you for your thank you that's there. And I'm just going to switch this around so that I can be full face to finish off, because I think I've actually finished the readings for tonight. And Louise is saying, thank you for your time and laughter, Ros. Sending positive healing and healing energy to Leanne. Yes, as I will be too once I finish. I'm going to actually get the medicine drum out. And Sarah, probably at some point, she can practice hers too. Thank you, Sarah. If you're still here, you're probably all off to bed too. And Judith, you've mentioned, thank you so much, the hills and valleys sound spot on. Yes, they're not insurmountable. So sweet dreams, Keza, and to everyone else as well. Even though Kel, you're saying, hello, how are you? Are you from the other side of the world and it's just start of your day? Because we're at the end. We are at night time. And it is 10:26 here now, so it is getting a little late. So thank you. Thank you, Kim. Thank you very much for the nighty nights and the dozies. And yes, it's even later for you there because you're in Victoria, aren't you, I think? And thank you for those beautiful flowers. Aren't they gorgeous, Kel? I love it. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, everyone. And, I'll say hi to Leanne when I catch up with her tomorrow. I'll see how she is. So thank you, each and every one of you. Look, if you do want private readings, more personalised, detailed ones, and they are actually better than this hurried sort of short stuff. But, wrong hand, that one. So certainly I've got a shop section on my website that has some of the readings types, and the buy me a coffee. If you have any doubts, I do have a Calendly link that has them as well. That's calendly.com/Ros Boundy. I just use the Ros Boundy as you see it here, but it's got calendly.com in front of it. Actually, I'll do this because you can join them, calendly.com. And Ros Boundy, just to put that in the comment stream for anyone that wants to book direct and prepay, knowing that you definitely want to have a time slot reading where you can join me. So thank you for all of that from each and every one of you. I really appreciate having the interaction. Shame no one took up the offer to be on the show with me. Maybe next time. Keep being the best you that you can be until tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. I'll be doing the Daily Lenormand live stream reading of the spread. But until next Friday for similar, hopefully Leanne will be feeling a lot better by then to join in. So thank you each and every one, and namaste until then. Bye.